Today, we're going to take a direct look at what reprints do to cards. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Look, we all know reprints are important for the game. The rate at which they do them and when they choose to do them and which reprints, however, is kind of the crux of the issue, right? So Wizards doesn't always choose wisely when it comes to reprinting. They choose for value, even though some cards, to bring them out of the past and into the future, it's not really worth it. They're cards that stand alone in an age where power levels were different and metas were different. So to bring them into current day Magic sets and reprint them is kind of like you're just going to kill the old card and the new one isn't going to have any value. You may perceive it as having value, Wizards of the Coast, because it has current secondary market value. However, bringing it from the past into today's market, it's just going to destroy the value of the old one and not create any new value. So by putting in a set, you'd be like, yeah, we're putting in a couple of dollars in this set in the common or uncommon slot. And that's just not the case. So let me show you an example of what I'm talking about very specifically. High Tide, Dominaria Remastered reprint. So it's been a year since it's reprinted, and Fallen Empires doesn't have a lot going for it. So to take all that bulk and to turn all the High Tides from $2.83 cards into 40-cent cards, that's just what the reprint will do. Let's go further. We're looking at Dominaria Remastered mainly for a few of these cards. We have Chainer's Edict, another one. Yeah, this was a major card a year ago. It was an $8 card, and now $2.36. It's a good card, but maybe not as much meat as you thought it was. Elvish Spirit Guide. This is a good example, too, of not knowing why you're reprinting a card. This card I remember at one point was $11. Good uncommon alliances, so it was fairly rare. And now it's a $2 card. I mean, that's cool. That's good to have in the bulk from Ravnica Remastered, a couple of dollars. Maybe you can get $1. You know what? Let's see. The buy list for Elvish Spirit Guide. Let's see if it's even worthwhile in the bulk now. Oh, if you get these frame ones, but that's Secret Lair. Retro frame Dominaria Remastered variant foil, $3.90. Dominaria Remastered plain foil, 78 cents. Dominaria Remastered retro frame variant, 52 cents. So, it's a big difference also in prices here. People getting full well, this isn't even the Dominaria Remastered one. I'm sure it's much cheaper. This is full retail, you know what I mean? And here, there you go, $1.23, third of the price. Because why would Card Kingdom pay more? Why would they have confidence in this card to continue into the future to hold any value? Why pay more than a third? It doesn't make any sense. Unless you're selling them every day and you're moving through tons of them, a third seems about right. Let's look at the final card that we're going to look at today. Ancestral Mask. This is a new one. It was just reprinted in, was it Eldraine in one of the decks? Anyway, it was just happened. And look, it went from 346 to 238, and still I think it, it went from 550 to 250, half the price. And I think it still has room to move downward. Good card. I had found some in some bulk this summer, and it was great to turn a common card, a stack of them, into $20. Yeah, you know what I mean? And this is the type of thing that's going away in the future with all these reprints, is that bulk isn't quite bulk. You know, if you comb through it, you have value, and you can get some real cards, some blue chips, some major cards. So yeah, it's a shame what all these reprints are doing. If they would only do it how a collector would, I think we would preserve a lot more value. Because reprints have a place if done correctly and appropriately. I don't know, guys. I just think that a little more thought and not just looking at prices is the way to go when it comes to reprints. This is pretty simple. Nothing crazy, right? Remember to like and subscribe if you're going to buy any of these cards before they're reprinted. Remember to use my TCG or eBay affiliate links in the description. You click on them, it takes you to the page. You shop like normal, and it helps out a lot, helps the channel. Check out my Patreon. It's a lot of work doing this. All the support from the patrons is greatly appreciated, and you know, we could always use more support. It's rough out there. I know it's not gonna happen to make anything like this a full-time job, but it would be great if this was like a part-time job, especially for the amount of work that I put into it. Otherwise, there's super thanks, there's channel memberships, there's all types of crazy things. I got to make my pin video where we talk about that. I got a couple of cool new ones in production, like Ice Age. Speaking of penny stocks, right? Otherwise, guys, take care. Have a lovely day. It's always good talking to you.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?